Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a you versus them love reading for Gemini. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind and the dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance, please, for my Geminis. All right, your person's energy, the Ace of Wands in reverse. Your energy, the Star card, Aquarius energy. And what's going on between the two of you, the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like, I don't know if this person rejected you, Gemini, or they've experienced recently some sort of rejection. Now, you may want to heal things with this person, or you're kind of watching and waiting to see if this person is ready to start something new. Because for some of you, this is someone here, Gemini, who's been through an ending. They're in the process of healing, but they're still kind of dealing with this low life force energy, feeling a bit rejected. So you might be a little bit worried here with the Page of Cups that now is not exactly the time to, to start something, because you don't want this to be a rebound connection. Now, for others of you, it may be that there's been an ending, they rejected you, they feel rejected, they want to heal things, you want to heal things. Okay, but for now, I'm kind of picking up on a stronger message that this person has experienced some sort of ending, some sort of rejection, and yeah, and there's a fear here that they're not quite ready for intimacy or ready for a connection. All right, so let's see. Ace of Cups. Yeah, this person's overflowing with love for you. They're seeing potential here with you, Gemini. All right. I hope I haven't called you Aries. The Aries reading is beautiful, so if you want to check it out, do so. But Gemini, this person is overflowing with love for you. They're seeing potential. They're seeing a new beginning. All right. They're viewing you as the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. So some of you do have Aries in your chart, or you have Leo or Sag, but they're seeing you as sexy. They're seeing you as successful. They're seeing you as bold. They're seeing you as confident. They're seeing you as very, very attractive on so many different levels. And that's because you're in the Star card energy. You're healed. You're a very calming presence for this person. You're not rushing anything here, Gemini. All right, and the Three of Cups. Yeah. Now, maybe some of you've just sort of started dating this person, and you're wondering, do I need to take this slow? Are they really ready for something new? It does look like they are. I'm getting that even if they've experienced some sort of rejection here, and they might still feel a little bit tender because of that, this person's ready. They're ready to move forward with you. And with the Three of Cups, I feel like you're seeing a future with this person. I think this person makes you really happy. So it's really hard for you at the same time to pump the brakes. Although I feel like the analytical part of you is like, oh, are they ready? Can I trust this? Should I give to this? Am I going to get hurt? And we see the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so you might be worried that this person, again, is still feeling a little tender or a little bit raw about, a breakup or a separation, or walking away from someone, or someone walking away from them, or you're maybe just worried that this person is going to walk away from you. All right, but with the Page of Cups, I do think you both are feeling like a little bit hesitant, but for different reasons. So they're seeing the relationship as the Three of Wands in reverse. So there could be distance here. They may feel like this connection isn't going to move forward. But I kind of feel like because they're worried that you're going to reject them, or that they're worried that you feel they're not ready. That's the energy I'm getting. You're viewing the relationship as the Six of Wands, but you want victory. You see coming together. But it's almost like you're both feeling a little bit insecure because, like I said, maybe they just have experienced some sort of breakup or some sort of loss. And you're like, I really don't want this to be a rebound. And I feel like this person is like, I know I've just been through this, but I'm interested and I want to see where this goes. So my Geminis, the 10 of Wands in reverse, there's a big part of you that's willing to put this aside and see where this goes. I think you're passionate about this person. I think you see this moving forward. You're hoping that it's going to move forward. But at the same time, I also feel like you're really in a protective energy. And the Page of Cups in reverse for both of you is an energy of like, is this real? Is this really happening? Can I believe this? Can I trust in this? Ooh, I like this energy actually, because I feel like you're both, you're both cautious, but you're both feeling it. All right. And we see strategy. So this person might not, I don't feel like this person's being strategic. I do think that with the Ace of Cups, like they're really trying to go with the flow. I feel like maybe this person wasn't planning on falling in love with you, Gemini. I feel like this person wasn't planning on, getting out of a relationship and meeting you, if that's the case, right? Like they weren't planning for this to happen. We see Door to Spirit, so they might be feeling a little bit confused because it does feel like they've experienced fluctuation, conflict, change, That's the energy I'm getting. Some of you, they're spending some time in prayer or meditation about you. And we see broken heart. It does look like this person has been brokenhearted, though. They could be a widow or a widower. Maybe they've experienced some sort of personal loss here that's turned them upside down. And for others of my Geminis, it is some sort of breakup or separation. And for a select few of you, it may be a breakup or separation with you or from you. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's somebody else. All right, so at the bottom of the deck here, my lovely Geminis, we have a lot of hope with this card, the door to personal healing and happiness. So I do feel like this is a really auspicious, really beautiful, really good sign that no matter what they've been experiencing, there's still healing and happiness here, okay? And it's probably just going to take a leap of faith on both sides. So let's see what we need to know about this person. If I can, I've been having a hard time picking up my cards lately. It's a long nail problem. All right, let's see. But it's not always that difficult. It's just today. All right, my lovely Geminis, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. What do my Geminis need to know about this person or this connection? Endings bring new beginnings. Yeah, that's their energy. Some of my gems, you're worried that they've too recently been through something, painful or an ending. But this person is also, they're ready for a new beginning, growth, change, liberation, even if they're in this little bit of a transition period. And we see the Runner. So this person may be, again, have a little fear of intimacy. Their ego might be also telling them, you can't trust this. You're not ready. Is this real? Maybe you're not where you need to be before you get into another relationship. But I just kind of feel like, the timing doesn't necessarily feel ideal, but it also feels like it's happening in perfect timing. All right, that's the energy I'm getting. Gemini, let's see what your advice and guidance here is. All right, we see the Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So again, some of my gems, you might be worried about, if this person, has, recently ended something or been through some sort of upheaval, that this is going to be one-sided. Again, your endorphins might really be pumping, and some of you with the Page of Cups in reverse, you're like, is this real or is this just love bombing? Is this really happening? Can I trust that? That's the energy I'm getting. So Spirit is asking you, though, to take a chance here, because it does kind of feel like things are perfectly imperfect with how or when you're meeting this person. But again, that's also about not closing down your options, not getting too emotionally invested until you really know where this person is. But I mean, at the bottom of the deck, Gemini, we have unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. See, I'm getting all of this is here. I actually feel like this can be a very loving relationship. It just feels like the circumstances around it feel less than ideal, and it's kind of making you both like feel a little bit nervous or want to be in protective mode. But I'm getting that your emotions, but like kind of emotions are taking over, which you do want to be careful with, right? I mean, you don't want to ignore red flags. You want to be cautious and you want to be vigilant and things like that. But at the same time, it feels like your heart is just saying, do it. So what we're not seeing, release ties to past connection. See, this is the energy I'm getting. I think this person is very easily releasing ties to past connection. And I think you have a lot to do with that, Gemini. And they're focused on their stability. So I do think this person is in the right energy, despite, you know, the circumstances seemingly being less than ideal. All right, so let's see what this person would like to say to you, Gemini. What does this person want my Geminis to say? What do they want to say to my Geminis? What do they want to say to my Geminis? I felt like you didn't care. Okay, so they might be worried. I don't think this person feels like you don't care, because I don't get that from your energy at all. Except the Page of Cups in reverse could be like you're still kind of holding back some emotions. So they might be worried that this is going to end in rejection. Okay. I feel shattered about this situation. So again, this person definitely feels like they've experienced this 10 of Swords or this heartbreak here. Okay, so they know, this person's well aware that like the timing isn't necessarily ideal, and they don't want to chase. And maybe this person has oftentimes been a chaser. We do see the runner-chaser dynamic. They may have been dealing with that in the past, but I don't really get that's going on between the two of you. I kind of feel like this is what's ending for this person, is that runner-chaser dynamic, and it feels like they've been really disappointed in love here. All right, Gemini. But it feels like they really do want it to be mutual. Let's see. What are their next moves towards my Geminis? What are their next moves towards my Geminis? Tower. They're going to shock the shit out of you, Gemini. 7 of Cups. They've been thinking about you, wondering about you. Magician card. Things aren't quite what they seem, so I feel like there's going to be a shocking truth. We see the Devil energy, Capricorn. They're not going to hold back. They want things to work out. But I also think this person, like with the Tower energy, they are going to really surprise you. The 7 of Cups tells me there's been a lot of confusion. I actually feel like they're going to be opening up to you about like their feelings, like even like the good and the bad. But I feel it's going to generate trust between the two of you. The Devil energy tells me there could be some real passion here. I'm actually not reading it as toxic though, Gemini. I'm reading this as like, you know, Capricorn having the Devil as their archetype kind of gets a bad rap. But like truthfully, Capricorn energy is very powerful. It's sexy. It's decisive. It's, you know what, I'm not going to stop at anything until I get what I want. So I do kind of feel like this person's going to open up to you and really lay it all out on the table, because this is distorted energy. But the Tower is going to blow away or clear up any distorted energy. And I feel like you're going to be seeing the truth here. And I'm reading this Devil energy as let's work on things no matter what. You know, Capricorn energy is like ride or die. When Capricorns are all in, they're all in. All right, but let's see what Spirit has to say. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. This person's past might try to come back around. We see children, especially if they have children with them. Your love life is being affected by children. But Spirit's saying it doesn't matter. It's safe for you to love, Gemini. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This person, too, might be really opening up to you about this heartache and everything they've experienced. I do think this person's ex, especially if they have children with them, may try to come back around, even if they don't have children with them. But what I love about this is, Gemini, it's safe for you to love. This person has your best interests at heart. This person wants you. You're both feeling hesitant. You're both feeling scared right now. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. And at the bottom of the deck, we see your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment because of this powerful energy between the two of you, but also because of this very open, very real conversation that's about to take place, which I think is going to clear up all confusion and kind of help both of you move forward here. That's the energy I'm getting. All right, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Trust what's stable. What's meant for you won't require constant tension. And I do actually feel like, despite what this person has been through and despite a little bit of that picking at from the past here, I do think that I feel like there is stability here. Stay rooted. Emotional grounding changes how everything lands, and let go. Detachment doesn't require bitterness. Okay, and we see respond, don't pursue. And this requires honesty, not strategy. Yeah, and I feel like that's what's coming on. I get this let go energy. I do think, Gemini, this person is letting go of the past because they're seeing what they want and what's healthy, and that's you. All right, so I don't know. For me, it feels really good here, Gemini. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.